Hey y'all, it's Crystal. Today I'm gonna be starting a new reading vlog, and because it is Scary Sleepover Weekend, baby! Yeah. So of course I did a little TBR video for this already, but this is hosted by Alex over at the Bookubus, and we're just gonna be having a fun little weekend, and it's a 3-day weekend for me because of the holiday on Monday. So I'm ready for the extra day off. Yeah, so I'm ready. So I just thought I'd maybe do a little vlog for the weekend, and I'm not really sure even what I'll have planned for this weekend, but I will definitely be doing some reading. And of course, we're going to be watching Bad Moon, which is the werewolf movie. That's the group watch for the event. So that's going to be fun. So yeah, just a refresher of what I'm going to be reading this weekend. I've got Flowers for the Sea by Zin E Rocklyn. I've got a Goosebumps book. The Abominable Snowman of Pasadena, and I got Deep and Dark and Dangerous from Mary Downing Hahn. And I will be reading through this also. I'm going to do about a short story a day, so this will continue over the weekend, but the Served Cold anthology, it fits in with the January wintry blues, right, for the theme for this sleepover weekend. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. And so we'll see what the weekend brings us. Yeah. I did stop at the mailbox on the way in. Got a couple things, I thought I'd unbox. I don't do a whole lot of like unboxings here, but I've got my book of the month. So let's see. Now, of course, I know what I picked, but I picked Hellbent by Leigh Bardugo. Have I read book one? Have I read Ninth House? No, I haven't. Mind your business. Don't worry about me. But this one, well, it was the most interesting one for me on the list this month. So I thought, you know what? Let me just go ahead and get that one. Another really cool. It's a cool cover, though, yeah. Sort of eerie looking hair. Very cool. Okay. I also got Nightworms. I really enjoy Nightworms. I've been getting Nightworms, gosh, a while now. A couple years? Has it been maybe a couple years? I don't know. So let's see what we get. And I'm super excited. This is what I want to read, is Bad Cree by Jessica Johns. Nice hardback. Really super excited for this. I hope it's good. I hope I like it. Let me just read this one little paragraph. Gripping horror-laced debut. Okay, nice debut. A Cree woman's dreams lead her on a perilous journey that forces her to confront the toll of a legacy of violence on her family, her community, and the land they call home. That is like all I need to know. It goes into more detail, but that is all I need to know. Let's see. So let's talk about Jessica Johns. Is a Nihiau auntie and a member of Sucker Creek First Nation in Treaty 8 territory in northern Alberta, so she is Canadian. Yeah, so that's exciting. Yay! Okay, what's the other book? What do we get? Okay, this is really cool. It's called Festival. It is a hardcover, but some of those are printed on the front. Festival, this is Christopher Golden and Tim Leben. We've got this sort of I don't know, something coming out of the sky, and there's a dude here, get the reflection, with a guitar. I don't know if you can tell, and there's like some kind of rock formations, illustrated by Peter Bergting. Let's check this out. Okay, yeah, so it's got little black and white illustrations. We've got a rock and roller. Okay. Let's see. The Valhalla Music Festival commemorates a long ago Viking slaughter, but when strange things start to happen, it seems the massacre may be far from over. When festival goers begin to disappear, and musicians find themselves playing mysterious and ancient songs as if possessed, the fans have to figure out what's going on before the festival site's haunting past comes back for blood. Okay, that sounds fun. Yeah, so Christopher Golden and Tim Leben create a music festival to die for in this illustrated novel. Very fun. That's actually really cool. That's super fun. Yeah, that's cool. All right, so we get a little bag of goodies. It's usually like a hot beverage, a couple stickers, that kind of thing. So let's see. Should I get it all out of there? We've got, this looks like a magnet, Ouija board themed bibliophile. The spirits say buy more books. Can y'all see that? Yes or no? That's fun. Cool. Let's see what the sticker says. Mood reader. Really cool. Like a tombstone. That's fun. And we always get book, book plates. So there's Jessica Jones for her book. I guess we didn't get one for the other one. Just a sheet for what's in the thing. I always get a bookmark. Haunted Past with which was a really cool illustration at this time. Sort of person's out in the distance. That's cool. So we got a little ad type of bookmark for V. Castro's new book, out of Aztlan. It says available December, but I don't know. Is it already out? I was thinking it wasn't out yet. I don't know. It doesn't matter. And then we have our, what is this? It looks like it's tea. Cricket Crows. It just says winter brew. We've had Cricket Crow before. The teas are usually good. They're usually a loose tea, and they're usually really nice. It's gonna get cold this weekend, so it might be time for a little bit of hot tea. All right, so that's my Nightworms and my book of the month for January. So yay, that's fun. So right now I'm gonna go do a little bit of exercise, have some dinner, whatever. It's Friday night, so we take it easy usually on Fridays, and yeah, I'll check in when I've got some progress on the books. Okay. Hey, so just a quick check-in. My hubby splurged on a little Starbucks for us this morning, so that's super nice. I love a latte. So I made just a little start on the Goosebumps book last night. I read just a couple of chapters, and I was falling asleep. I was so tired. I think this was one of those weeks I have not been sleeping very well, so it just caught up to me by Friday night. So I just went to bed. But we did watch the group watch for Scary Sleepover Weekend, Bad Moon, and it was really good, actually. I thought that was really well done. They changed some things from the book, left out some characters, which I could get. On the one hand, I get, but was one thing I liked about the book was this dynamic between the husband that was in the story and the uncle. He was the werewolf, right? Spoiler. Sorry. But yeah, the movie was really good. It was, for a 90s type of movie, it was really good. I thought, yeah, it was a lot of fun. Thor is just, what a good boy. He's the best dog, right? And he kicked butt in this one. And the little kid from the old Dennis the Menace movie was in it. That was good. And Michael Pare, Mariel Hemingway. I mean, yeah, it was really good. I liked it a lot. And the group, it's always fun to do group watches and just chat about them as you go. So Alex, thanks for setting that up. That was fun. So today, I don't know what we're going to do today, honestly. We'll see. I'll let you know. All right. Okay, so how about a little check-in? I am about halfway through this Goosebumps book, and so far it's a Goosebumps book, right? So we're following this family. It's a father, and there's two kids, and his father's the dad's this like a photographer, like a wildlife photographer, and he gets this new assignment basically to go up to Alaska to try to photograph the abominable snowman that's in the area, because of course, and because he can't find a sitter, his two kids tag along, because that seems like a good idea when you're going to search for monsters, to bring your two young children. So they're in Alaska right now, and they're heading off into the woods to see what they can see. And this dad's really kind of a goober. I'm like, no wonder you're divorced, sir, because you don't really pay attention to the things that are around you. But, but yeah, I'll check in when I'm finished. Okay, I just, well, not just, but I finished this Goosebumps book, and this one was pretty fun actually. I've not read a ton of Goosebumps books. Y'all know I'm an older person, so I missed the Goosebumps train when they first came out. So, so I think this is maybe the third or fourth one I've read. I've not read many, but this one was actually pretty good. So, I think I mentioned before, but we've got this guy who's a nature photographer, and he gets hired to go try to hunt down this abominable snowman that's up in Alaska, and he takes his two kids with him, of course. And they find what they're looking for. I mean, honestly. So there's some trials and tribulations. The kids get they get into trouble. They fall down a big crevasse and all this kind of stuff. And what's so funny is like when they find the abominable snowman, of course the dad is like, why don't I don't need to just take pictures. I can take. This is a spoiler for a Goosebumps book. But why don't I just take the abominable snowman back to Pasadena? I mean, that's gonna end well, right? So anyway, this one was a fun one, and actually like the very ending, the last couple of chapters was really good because they're. I won't spoil the ending for you, okay? In case you're dying to read this book. But yeah, it was a pretty fun Goosebumps book. So you check, mark off. This was for the prompt of to read a book set in winter or like a cold weather setting. So it was definitely snowy and cold in their time in Alaska. So yeah. And then I did make a start and made pretty good progress. So we're a little over halfway now with Deep and Dark and Dangerous. This is by Mary Downey and Hahn. I'm liking this one. So I read a lot today on some sprints. Kelsey was hosting some sprints today, so I got basically most of this done. Most of this read on her sprints today, so I've just got looks like maybe just a quarter of this left. So I'll come back with my final thoughts when I'm finished. But yeah, I'm liking this one. Okay, how about another check-in? It's kind of late at still Saturday night, but it's like way after midnight, I think. But I finished this. I had to keep going. I had to finish this up. So Deep and Dark and Dangerous by Mary Downey and Hahn. This is for the January Blues prompt blue cover, because this is very blue cover, very spooky, eerie cover too. And yeah, this was great. So I'm like 2 for 2 in my Mary Downey and Hahn reads, and so glad that I like this one too. And I can get to the rest of my Mary Downey and Hahn books on my shelf. Anyway, so the gist of this one is some of our main characters, like a 10-year-old girl, and her name's Allie, and she, right in the beginning of the book, she finds this old picture of like her mom and her aunt, her mom's sister, when they were kids. And it looks as though there was a third person in this picture at some point, and has been like ripped away. And so she asked her mom, like, who is this other, girl that was in the picture? I see little bits of an arm here kind of thing, but, of course, who was this girl? And her mom's like, oh, I don't know. Mom, I don't know who this girl is. We don't know. So she's just like, something seems really weird. So the course recognizes from there the aunt shows up and is like, you know what, she's like this really cool artist, chick, and so she shows up with her daughter and it's like, you know what, I'm gonna go back to the cabin, or not the cabin, the cottage, and I'm gonna fix it up and I'm gonna work there for the summer. I've got a big art show coming up. And her sister's like, why did you do that? They hadn't been back to the cabin, or this cottage. It's not a cabin, it's a cottage. It's on the coast of Maine, in many years. And we find out why, basically. But the aunt is asking for, for Allie to come along with them, and so she can kind of help out with her younger daughter, and just have some time away and for our summer vacation kind of thing. So that's what they do. They all three, the Allie's aunt and then her cousin and Allie, go to this little cottage, planning to be there for their summer. And when they're there, excuse me, they meet another little girl named Sissy, who, she seems like a local, but perhaps she has ties to this mystery girl from this photograph from the past, and we go down this rabbit hole. Some good kind of family secrets, which I really love. I love the juicy family secrets in the story, and spooky vibes, ghostly things. This was really good. Really liked this one. So yeah, probably like a 4 stars. Yeah, it's really, really good. So yay. I just love this cover. Ooh. So yeah, it's getting a little late. So I'm probably going to turn in here for a little bit and in a little while and start my Sunday in the morning. Yeah, probably head to bed, but yeah, I wanted to update since I just finished. Okay. All right, it is Sunday. We've had some pancakes this morning. I got a little laundry going. Our typical Sunday vibes. And I'm going to start on my last book for the readathon. Kiddo's sitting over there. Yeah, Flowers for the Sea. This will be my last book for the readathon today, and be short. So I'll definitely check in when I'm finished. It sounds super interesting. So yay. Chicken and dumplings for dinner. All right, how about a check-in? So I finished Flowers for the Sea by Zin E Rocklyn. Final book for the Scary Sleepover Weekend. So this was for the prompt, a New Year prompt. So to read something new to you. This is a new author for me. So yeah, I liked this. I think, so this is kind of one of those books where it's got a lot going on, even though this is really short. This is just a novella, Tor.com novella. There's a lot kind of going on in here. It definitely has some sort of fantastical elements, but also kind of dark too. So this world has been flooded, where this world is, and so there's a kind of a large group of people that are basically on like an ark, on this big boat going through the water, and there's this one woman, what's her name, Araxi, yeah, who is kind of an outsider, because when before flood times, she dared to say no to a proposal from a prince, and so because of that she was ostracized, and most of her family was killed because of that also. So that's great. Now, see, on this boat, it seems like they've been on this boat for a while now, what feels like maybe several years. It seems that women are not giving birth, having live births anymore. Let's say it that way. But Roxy is going to be kind of hooking up with this dude, and she gets pregnant, and it seems like the baby might be something a little not unhuman. So in this world also there are these things called razor fangs, which seem kind of almost kind of like merfolk, but they're not. They're kind of different. And there's a lot of what's the word I'm looking for? Like descriptions about childbirth in here, the pain, the somewhat violent nature of it in a way. And it actually is weird because she actually doesn't want to be pregnant, but she's kind of forced to carry it because it seems like her baby's going to make it, right? And they want to have some new babies born, but she doesn't want the baby, and so there's a lot of so there's just this juxtaposition of her being pregnant, not wanting to be pregnant, and what that means in the society, and I don't know. There's definitely a lot more going on in here, I think, but I'm not quite understanding quite everything, but it is super interesting and really well written. I really liked the writing style, of the author, so I'm going to think on it a little bit more, but overall, first impressions are, I think I like this, So yeah, so Sunday night, I do have the day off tomorrow, so I might extend my Scary Sleepover Weekend a little bit. I got dinner going now. The guys are off at, my son has basketball practice, so my husband took him to that this evening, and so tonight, probably once everyone goes to bed, I do need to still watch my movie, my horror sequels. I think I'm gonna see if I can find. I haven't even looked at where to even stream the Nightmare on Elm Street movies. So that's what I'm wanting to watch. But we'll kind of see if I can find it somewhere and all that good jazz. But anyway, I'm rambling. So yeah, that's it for right now. I'll check you later. Bye. Okay, I'm in my bathroom. But I got this for Christmas. I thought, sleepovers is a perfect time for doing a little face mask. So let's rip this bad boy open and see what we got. I hope it has the face of an elf on it. Good. Oh my god, I think it does. Amazing. Okay, are we ready? OMG. Oh my god. Who made this? Who made this? Okay, I'm gonna come. I need my mirror. I can't do it with you guys. This looks ridiculous. I look like Hannibal Lecter. But you know what? You hit 45. Look at the smile. Oh, it's not creepy at all. Not scary in the slightest. All right, y'all, I'm gonna wrap this vlog up. I had a little bit of our day from today, which is Monday, which extends a little bit outside of the Scary Weekend time frame, but we had a holiday off today, so we went to Dave & Buster's and had a little lunch, and then we came home, and my husband and I actually watched the first episode of The Last of Us, which was excellent. Definitely, I can't wait for the rest. We'll be watching the rest of the episodes for sure. And then I finally got to watch a little bit of a Freddy movie. And I did, Freddy, they're not streaming anywhere, but I caught Freddy versus Jason a little bit after I had started on a channel. So, and I was repping my Freddy shirt today. Out and about. So yeah, Scary Sleepover Weekend. I'm gonna call it quits now because of course we'll be back to work tomorrow. But I did, I finished my Goosebumps book. That was really fun. I finished the Mary Downey Hahn, Deep and Dark and Dangerous. this was excellent. And then Flowers for the Sea, yeah, by Zin E Rocklyn. So I had a great time. Thanks again to Alex over at the Bookubus for putting this together for us. It was a lot of fun. So hopefully, I'm assuming she'll do it again sometime, and I will definitely be joining in. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it here, and till next time, friends. Thanks so much for watching. As always, I appreciate your time, and I'll catch you later.